した特別展望台でございます。ごゆっくりお過ごしください。
Konnichiwa, welcome to Tokyo. We are at the top of the Tokyo Tower right now. It's a little scary because it's pretty high and the elevator made some funky noises, but it's a really neat view. It's a gorgeous day, the sun is setting. It's quite chilly outside because it is winter time here in February 2011. And this is Tokyo Bay. Our hotel is actually just right over there. And Tokyo Tower actually looks just like the Eiffel Tower, except for it's bright orange. Taking in views of the city from the top of Tokyo Tower was an excellent way to begin the trip. We were even lucky enough to catch the sun setting behind Mount Fuji, a breathtaking sight that was gone in a flash. Amazing views were followed by a fabulous traditional Japanese meal at Tokyo Shiba Tofuya Ukai. Don't mind my Japanese. Shoes were removed at the door and we sat on the floor in a private room overlooking a traditional garden as a waitress dressed in a kimono served us. The restaurant is known for its tofu dishes, but from the sushi to the orange and honey dessert, every one of the 9 courses was a delicious work of art. The entree was a milky tofu soup. I know what you're thinking, yuck, but it was really tasty. The next day we had a late start, but managed to make it to the fish market. It's Saturday morning and welcome to Tsukiji Market. It is the first market right on Tokyo Bay. It is buzzing with activity and it's been going on since about 2 o'clock in the morning. All the restaurant owners come here to buy their fish and lots of tourists come to certain parts to eat the fish. So if you want some sushi, you're gonna have to wait in line. With a lot of exploring to do that day, I wasn't about to wait hours in line for sushi. Luckily, on the way out of the market, we did find some tuna, also known as maguro, at one of the stalls. Next, we headed to Sensoji Temple at Asakusa. The structure was beautiful and full of people throwing money in for offering, writing prayers, and cleansing with special water and incense. Stall after stall lined the walkway to the temple. Amongst all the food and trinkets, I managed to find a deep-fried red bean bun. Who knew that one day I would consider beans a dessert? A well-maintained garden sat adjacent to the temple. As we passed through, we saw an older gentleman entertaining children with a puppet show. Next, we headed to an area known as Kappabashi, where all of the Tokyo restaurants buy their supplies. Amongst the shops selling dishes, knives, decorative fake food, and other kitchenware, we found a charming little shop lined wall to wall with dishes. It was fun searching through the stock to find what we wanted. We stopped for some gyoza, a fried dumpling, and some spicy ramen soup. Way better than what I ate in college. After the refuel, we headed for a boat tour. On the way, we saw some interesting signs. Come to think of it, we saw quite a few interesting signs. That's one of my favorite parts of travel. Seeing things that make you go, huh? The boat offered a nice rest for our tired feet, and we relaxed as we cruised down the river toward our hotel. On our way back, we stumbled upon a theater and decided to see The Sound of Music in Japanese. It was a good choice since we knew the story and music, and it was fun to hear "So long, farewell" turn into "Sayonara." The theater was followed by another delicious meal. This time it was teppanyaki, where they cooked everything on the grill in front of us. We ended the meal with okonomiyaki. Say that 3 times fast. It's kind of like a savory pancake with toppings from seafood to vegetables. The next morning, we traveled to Meiji Shrine, where we discovered a tree covered in plaques on which people from many different countries had written their prayers. As we made our way around the tree, we saw a not surprising common theme of people asking for health and prosperity. But the most interesting prayers were those asking for good results on exams, illustrating how much importance is placed on education and excelling in Japanese culture. We walked until we arrived at Yoyogi Park in hopes of seeing some Harajuku girls dressed in Gothic or Lolita clothing. Unfortunately, I think the cool weather kept people indoors, and I ended up being the oddly dressed one as my scarf became a hat to keep my ears warm. That evening, we walked around Shinjuku, the nightlife area, for some dinner and drinks. We even found an alley that opened up into a maze of tiny alleyways where a bundle of one-room bars were located. The bars only seat around 5 people. They're about the size of many American bathrooms, and you have to buy a membership to be served. A few glasses of soju later, we headed out, and stumbled upon a restaurant that had the best yakitori. Yakitori is basically sticks of meat and veggies cooked on an open flame. There's just something magical that happens when meat or veggies meet fire. Take a modern city with buzzing, winding streets. Mix it with polite people, deeply rooted in customs. Throw in a good helping of ridiculously delicious food, and you've got Tokyo, Japan.